Hi everybody, Ty from Powerful here, and we're going to be looking at the Visual Show Planner and how to use it a little bit. First things first, there is in the top right corner here a how-to, which gives you a quick little overview just in case you need a little refresher or a quick explanation of how something might work. But I'm going to go over it a little bit here with you today. So up top first, real quick, you can up here to upload your music. You can add extra time to your show and take that time away. You can also add silence to the beginning of your show or undo it if you wish. You can remove the music quick and easily. You can adjust your volume here. You can find and edit your firing positions here. Cue linking, the sequencer tool, clear timeline, and a reminder that everything is auto-saved as you do it. The clear timeline tool just immediately lets you do this. Bam, everything is gone back into your unplaced area. Next, I want a few more positions in here. So we're going to go to the positions tab here. So we will come in here and we'll add a left flank real quick. We're going to adjust this 50 feet to the left, add a position. Next, we're going to add in a right flank as well. And then quickly adjust this over to the right. And if you're using Ignites like I do, you could also name it after the mod color you're using. So we can have the green mod. And you can adjust your coloring for the position to match that. Though green might get a little confusing at times. And just for fun, we're going to go ahead and make this an elevated position as well. But you can see we have a nice green mod up there now. Next, if you hold your right mouse button down, you can move and adjust how you are looking at things. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out, reset your view nice and easily. There is also a top-down view, and you can see based off the little arrows which direction your positions are aiming at. If you click and shift-click while you're in the aerial top-down view, it will show you the distance between your fire positions here. Next, I'm going to set this up as if I'm using Ignite, because that's what I personally shoot with. You can easily choose which mod you're using. And here you have access to your inventory. So let's go ahead and just pull a few items here. Cross sets there. And we'll do the slice. Let's grab us a couple go-getters. And a couple brocade cakes as well. Once you're done pulling from your inventory, you can also click here. And this will hide your inventory so you can easily see your unplaced items. You can easily edit to music using PowerVolt. We're going to zoom in on the timeline a bit so you get more clarification on where we're at on things. We'll hit the space bar to start and stop it. You can also click around. So we hear a couple beats there. We'll click on the left flank there, add a blue mine in, add another one there. So you can easily just click around which positionings you wish to add items to. If you want to, though, you could also click, like, let's say I wanted 3 mines to go off here. Click all 3 with shift click, place. Now all 3 have a position there. You can also click your items, shift click, and you'll see angling pop up here. And if you have everything shift clicked, you can adjust all the angles at once, and then, or you can individually adjust them. And let's say you have a couple angles that are very different from each other. So we have 0 and -30. And I don't want them necessarily to match, but I do want to adjust both at the same time. We'll adjust these individually, and they'll start off from where they initially began. So now we are 0 and +30. And now the people say, I do want to note that when you click multiple positions and add items that way, it's going to add every item to the same queue. So I don't really recommend doing this for Ignite per se. If you were on Cobra where you could have multiple items on the same channel, that'd be different. Whereas Ignite, you're trying to spread out over multiple mods. So you don't want to do it individually. Also, as PowerVolt tracks the queues that you're using automatically, items that you bring in together in such a way will be sharing a queue and automatically linked. So as you can see, these are all on blue 3. Now we can unlink them if necessary, so they each have their own individual queue. And while we were talking about the queue linker, let's go ahead and pick our left flank over here. We're going to add in 1 mine, 2 mine, and then we'll go ahead and add in a red comet as well. Now, if we were using a Power Tool breakout board, or any other board for that matter, we could link these items to where they are now sharing one queue, meaning that they'll all go off together at the same time, using that splitter board, and as before, let's say we want to have them each use their own queue, we can just unlink them. Now, let's say we want to go ahead and just remove all these items. You can just go ahead and click on them individually, and then hit the delete key on your keyboard, and that will remove them back to your unplaced item list. And let's say you knew you didn't want to use those items at all anymore. You go ahead and just hit return inventory and it'll be placed back into your inventory area. So let's take a look at the custom item maker. So let's say you have some brocade shells. We go ahead and select shell. We give it a duration of 2, shot count of 1 per item, 300 feet. We'll make them golden brocades. We give ourselves a quantity of 10. And we'll say that they cost us $2 each. So we'll say golden brocade. Add a show. And now we have our custom brocade shell. So now that we have our brocade shells, let's go ahead and take a look at the sequencer tool. We'll go down and find our brocade shells, select them. We will give them a 0.6 interval. And just for fun, we will do some angles with them. We'll start at angle, we'll do -10 with 10-degree steps. And we'll use all 6 shells. Or sorry, 9. Apply. As you can see, they automatically apply in sequence for correct timing and angle and what queue they are on. We could also have some fun with, say, our comets using this. So we have some comets here. We'll give them a 0.2 interval. We'll do a sweep angle, start, end of 45. And it will automatically distribute the angles that we need for that. We'll use all 9 comets. There you go. We can also sequence a run of items. So let's say we want to have a few things going off pretty quickly together. Let's try out the zipper cake here. We'll give it a 2-second interval between items. We'll also add in a brocade cake. Let's do some falling leaves together as well. And we can apply that sequence. And now let's say we're extra fancy. We have access to a elevated wheel position. We could have our blue mines here. We'll give them a 0.2-second interval. We'll do a sweep launch angle. We'll do a fixed step starting angle 0. And then let's say we have 38 of these going. Apply. And now those are some of the main tools for the actual show planning. Okay, let's say we have an item in here that we've added, but we don't want it quite going off right at this time here that we put it on. We can select the item, and we want this to actually be here at 5:35 on the dot. Update. There we go. We can also add in notes, adjust the pre-fire time, and we can also change where it's at. So now it's on the right flank. And as well, whenever you're clicking around the playhead, you can also click and drag an item, and it will automatically jump to where the playhead is. An important note is that when you do queue linking, the first item you click and link is where all your items will jump to. So aside from our in-show planning tools, we can also go over here to an analytics tab. We can see how many queues we're using, how many shots our show is, our total cost of the show, and our cost per minute if we are using items with costs applied to them. We also get a nice little breakdown of what we're using. We have 40 custom items in here, 5 slices, 1 cake, and we can see the intensity of shots over time throughout the show. If you are a display company, you can also do a market pricing and get a nice little cost report here to give to your customer with editable positions. Up here, you can also download your show script. You can also bring up the show timeline on here. And for items that Powervault provides the pre-fire time for, the time here will show the actual event time where you need to fire. So let's say you put an item at 35 seconds, but it needs a little bit of lift time first. The event time here will automatically adjust for that. And that's the time you would put in, let's say, Ignite's show planner. You can also get a usage product report here, which is printable. You can also get a module report. You can get queue labels made. I do also want to real quick look at the custom item maker again. I would highly recommend playing with it a little bit just because it's kind of fun and seeing what all it can do. So we'll say 50 shot count at 80 feet. We'll do red, blue, green. We will select comets. And we'll do red, blue, and green comic stars. We will make it fanned, comic style, and zipper. And we'll have it start left to right at show. And let's say we want a more tight one. So we could actually just delete that real quick and look at it. Bring the editor back up. We will turn off the zipper style. Or sorry, we'll turn off the fan style. Save changes. Place comic kick. And now it's a much more tight fit. And we could create other things like shells. So let's say red and... We create things like shells. So let's say red and green peony. We'll make that a preloaded shell, because why not? 3 seconds, 300 feet. Red, green. You don't actually have to type anything here, so I mean, we're just leave it like that. Red, green. Bam. That's about all I can really think of right now for going over with y'all. If you have any other questions or things you want me to look more in depth into, please let me know. If you have other ideas for how to improve the simulator, make it work better for you and others, feel free to bring it up as well. The visuals have, I will say, come a long way. So, like, the mines they used to just be a nice tall column that would fall to the ground versus what they are now. I do want to improve how the effects look over time and make them look better. It's just, I need time to do so. But please know, they have come a long way from what they once were. And look much better now than they used to. So just give me time, bear with me, and the visuals will improve, I promise. Although I will say, I am pretty happy with the falling leaves. I hope this video tutorial helps you to better understand how to use the planner. I really hope it helps you to make amazing shows that will wow your friends and family. This visual planner has been a labor of love that I have been working on since October, and I am very proud of how far it has come from what it once was. I look forward to seeing where it goes in the future and how it can be improved and made better. The ultimate goal is to create a great planner that is very useful, flexible, powerful, without it breaking anybody's bank. But for now, I think that is everything. But if you do have any other questions, or if like I missed something maybe, please feel free to reach out or make a comment. And we'll see y'all next time.